Good afternoon. I'm forecaster Austin Lacey from the ALAC Weather Service in Middleton, Wisconsin. This is a briefing on the severe weather event unfolding this afternoon across southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois. This was recorded around 3:15 p.m. on Wednesday, June 12, 2013. Currently, we have a PDS tornado watch in effect for southwest Wisconsin, and this watch is a particularly dangerous situation watch. Let's pull this watch up here on the map. As you can see in this main area, this watch extends mainly southwest of the Baraboo to Madison to Janesville line. The Storm Prediction Center has designated this again as a particularly dangerous situation watch, which are very rare and means there is the potential for some strong, damaging tornadoes and other severe weather threats. So all people in the watch area, this is again, it's in effect till 9 p.m., should be concerned and continue to monitor the situation very closely as it unfolds this afternoon. Taking a look at the satellite image here in the top left screen, we have some clouds that are beginning to form, some cumulus clouds as you can see over Iowa, and those will turn into thunderstorms. We have some cloud cover over southern Wisconsin right now. There are a few breaks, which is allowing convective heating to occur. But besides that, cumulus clouds are forming over Iowa, which will eventually move into our area as thunderstorms. Moving down to the bottom left screen, here's our current radar right now. As you can see, here's Wisconsin right here. There is a line of strong storms that move north of our forecast area already and are affecting central Wisconsin. Again, right now these are not severe storms. We are expecting storms to start becoming severe over the next hour. There are some scattered supercells starting to form down across northern Illinois in the Quad Cities area. And farther to the west, we can see this line of storms is starting to form over far northeastern Iowa. This is what models have been showing us as the big convective storm with the damaging winds could be forming right here. And that is expected to either track over far northern Illinois and brush the top or the bottom tier of counties on southern Wisconsin, or it could potentially even move across all of southern Wisconsin depending on the models. Current suggestions show it's going to be somewhere in the middle of that. Again, we are expecting some supercells to develop over the southern Wisconsin area. Taking a look at some models here, we'll take a look at the predicted radar for some of the models. Let's take a look at the composite reflectivity here. This shows a prediction of what the radar should look like, or what the model thinks it will look like at a certain time. Taking a look at this model, at 7 p.m., it does show the main thunderstorm area going to the south of southern Wisconsin over northern Illinois. Right here you can see is the worst part of it. However, southern Wisconsin does see some storms, so again we are in that severe weather threat in this model as well. But with the heaviest activity will be to the south. At the same time, taking a look at another one of the forecast models, the GFS has a very different look at things and shows the reflectivity in a rather different, let's just back this up a little bit. It shows the main bullseye moving across southern Wisconsin and far northern Illinois over southeast here, with the main area extending into Madison. So that is the potential for severe weather on the GFS is a little bit greater than the other model, but either way it looks like the threat will definitely be over northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Moving back to the Storm Prediction Center here, they have placed a high risk of severe weather, which is very rare. It's actually the first one this year, over northern Illinois and northern Indiana. A moderate risk then surrounds this high-risk area and extends into portions of southern Wisconsin. Around the moderate risk area, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across all of our area. Taking a look at more details here, we can look at exactly what the tornado probability the Storm Prediction Center has, and the greatest tornado probability is the 15% area, which is in orange. That extends into Grant, Lafayette, Greene, Iowa, and maybe part of Dane County in southern Wisconsin, and the rest is over northern Illinois and eastern Iowa. Surrounding that is the dotted yellow and white line, which represents the greater threat of tornadoes in terms of strength. So in this area, we could have some more damaging tornadoes that are significant. So that encompasses much of southern Wisconsin in our forecast area. And surrounding that, we have the 5% risk, which shows us there is a decent risk of tornadoes across the rest of the forecast area. The main threat with this system will be the severe wind probability. There is a 60% chance with a significant band wrapped around that over northern Illinois, with a 45% over portions of southern Wisconsin and a 30% over almost all of southern Wisconsin, and a 15% risk surrounding that. Damaging winds will be the main hazard with this system. Again, we are looking for that storm system developing over northeast Iowa to form into a bow echo and move across the area with some very strong damaging winds. Keep in mind that damaging winds can be as strong as a tornado, so it is important to monitor the situation very closely. Let's just pull up for the end of this briefing. We'll pull up the current radar across our area. And currently we are seeing storms starting to develop, especially across northern Illinois down here. Those are some very dangerous and have the potential to become severe. We should monitor that situation closely. Same thing with this line over here, extending in from around Decorah, Iowa, down to Waverly and Waterloo, Iowa. This line is going to push east into our area and will have the potential for producing damaging winds. Please stay tuned and monitor this forecast very closely this afternoon and evening. It is very easy to get caught outside in a storm. Please have a plan in place. Continue to monitor the weather with NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards, the National Weather Service. Stay tuned to our Twitter account at ALAC_weather for the latest severe weather updates on the watches. And on Instagram, we'll also post some things, and on Facebook. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@alacweather.com. Again, this is forecaster Austin Lacey.